Tetanus, commonly known as lockjaw, is a life-threatening bacterial infection that has infected humanity for hundreds of years. Tetanus is caused by a bacterium called Clostridium tetani. It is commonly found in soil, manure, dust, faeces, dead leaves, and rusty items like blade and barbed wire. Tetanus is often associated with rusty materials, like nails. However, rustiness does not cause tetanus. Rusty objects are mostly found in unhygienic environments where Clostridium tetani thrives. The rough surface of rusty objects provides spaces for death containing the Clostridium tetani bacterium. The bacteria enters the body through open wounds, such as cuts, animal bites, or any injury that breaks the skin. Clostridium tetani produces spores. These are tiny reproductive cells that are incredibly resilient and can survive in harsh conditions for many years. Once inside the body, the spores germinate and become active bacteria, especially in an oxygen-deprived environment. The bacteria then begin to multiply and produce Tetanospasmin. Tetanospasmin is one of the most potent toxins known to science. Once released, it spreads through the bloodstream, making its way towards the spinal cord and the brain, and finally targeting the entire nervous system. This journey can take days to weeks. The toxin then binds to the proteins on the surface of neurons. Once bound to the neuron, the toxin disrupts the release of neurotransmitters. These are chemicals that neurons use to communicate with each other and with muscles. Normally, neurotransmitters provide signals which control muscle contraction and relaxation. The toxin interferes with this process by preventing the release of some neurotransmitters, such as glycine. Glycine keeps overactive motor neurons from firing uncontrollably and also promotes the relaxation of muscles after contraction. When inhibitory neurons are unable to release their neurotransmitters, motor neurons fire out of control and muscles have difficulty relaxing. This leads to intense and painful muscle spasms, starting in the jaw, hence lockjaw, and spreading to other parts of the body. These spasms can be severe enough to break the bones and cause other injuries. Additionally, the toxin can lead to fatal complications if untreated. Once tetanus develops, it requires prompt and aggressive treatment. The main components of treatment include administration of antibiotics, supportive care, and wound management. Despite advances in intensive care, the mortality rate for tetanus remains high, particularly in unvaccinated individuals. The World Health Organization estimates that tetanus has a mortality rate of 10 to 20% in developed countries and as high as 30 to 60% in developing regions. The tetanus vaccine is highly effective in preventing the disease. It is usually administered as part of the Tdap vaccine in children, adolescents, and adults. Tdap means tetanus, diphtheria, and acellular pertussis. Booster shots are recommended every 10 years or after a high-risk injury.